Welcome to the BlueCollarBaddies podcast. This is episode number 18. This episode is sponsored by Squarebody OBSession.com, offering a wide variety of t-shirts and bumper stickers for all you project truck enthusiasts. Link in the description if you want to go check it out. And today we're here with, I just spaced on your name. Queenie.
Quenisha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Queen for short.
Got
Quenisha.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what trade are you in?
So we do dump truck hauling.
Okay.
For civil, industrial, commercial, and residential.
Dang. Okay.
We also provide excavating, grading, and demolition services.
Okay. That's cool. So what's your actual role?
So I am the founder and CEO of
Dang.
Balhart Trucking. So I am doing majority of the operation part.
Nice.
In the back office.
That's cool.
So that's
You do all of it then.
I do all of it, except drive.
Yeah, that's cool. How long you been doing it?
This year will be going on 9 years.
Okay, and how did you originally get started?
Originally, I got started because someone that I was dating at the time was wanting to get into the industry. I graduated from Tennessee State University as a health science major.
Okay.
So this is like literally foreign language to me. And so I decided, we talked about it and he wanted to get started. And so I did some research.
Yeah.
And once I did the research, I was able to get enough and start the business. In our first year in business, we did 6 figures.
Dang.
So, yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. Well, so what did you do before this?
Before this, like I said, I was a health science major.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I worked at majority of all of the hospitals here in Nashville because I was doing traveling. And I graduated with a health science degree for occupational therapy.
Got it. Okay. So if someone was coming fresh out of high school and wanted to do what you're doing right now, what would you tell her?
I would tell them do it. I would tell them definitely do it alone, do it scared. Just gather your resources, always be willing to learn, remain a student, and connect with other people in the industry. And once you get into it, become an expert in it.
Nice. That's awesome. Tell me about the biggest struggle you've faced so far in your career.
I would say the biggest struggle that I face in the career right now is that it is a male-dominated industry, and so a lot of times they see a woman come in, and you know it could be challenging sometimes, but I wouldn't say that's like all the time. Yeah. But I would say just being a woman in the industry is kind of challenging in itself. Yeah. I don't really other challenges within the business. I would say. It would be just making sure that you hire the right people because it's a high overturn for drivers. Right.
What about, like, do you catch a lot of disrespect from any men, or it's just kind of like a vibe?
It's always a vibe for me. Yeah. I think I've never been disrespected.
That's good.
By men, like to my face, like that I know of.
Yeah.
It's always good vibes when it comes to them, but you know, it's always the thing that's in the back of your head. Like, you know, sometimes they think, oh, this is a woman. I'm not. You know, it's better that they talk to men. Sometimes men like talking to men. Some men like talking to women. But you know, women, we always get things done regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
So
determination.
Yes.
What about? Do you run into many other women on your? I mean, you have women working for you?
I would say I do have a woman working for me, but I would say that I get more hate from the women than the men in the industry. I don't really know why, because I feel like, you know, we're a group of women that has ultimately the same end goal, and it's to, you know, be in business, do it well, and be good at it. But I say that a lot of the stuff or the negativity come from majority of the women.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
What about, is there anything that you feel like you've missed out on by choosing construction instead of a traditional, what you already, originally went to school for?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like that this has given me the opportunity to not miss out.
Nice.
Being a teen mom and a mom,
Mm-hmm.
period, it has allowed me the freedom to be able to be there for my children,
right,
and to do the things that I wanted to do.
Nice.
So.
That's good. Any embarrassing job site stories you want to share?
I can't think of any.
Yeah.
I would say any embarrassing job sites.
Most of mine are like, I have to go find a tree to squat behind because there's no porta potty on the job site or whatever.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's not like that. It was one time we were in a smaller town and it was dark outside. And so I was on the wrong side of the street trying to get to the right job site, and I got pulled over. But I was letting him know, hey, I'm trying to get over here, and I didn't know, which way. So everything ended up being good. I wasn't in trouble or nothing, but it was just kind of embarrassing because it was dark. I couldn't hardly see, but yeah.
If you were to explore a different trade, like from the beginning, start all over, what do you think it would have been?
I think instead of going into hauling, because we started out with hot shots, and then we transitioned to semis, and then from the semis we transitioned to dump trucks, and then we're transitioning into full construction. So I think starting out, I probably would have picked up a trade of my own and kind of learned it, and then just went full construction. That's what I would have done.
I mean, it's not too late.
It's not. You're right. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I know it's a class coming up where they're gonna be teaching. It's an all women's class. So that's something to think about to get into a trade.
Yeah, that's cool. What is your absolute favorite thing about your job?
The absolute favorite thing that I like is being able to give others opportunities.
Nice.
It's just it's a few of the guys that I have that work for us, and they just always so grateful and so honored to just be working with us, and they don't understand that it's really the other way around. I'm just so grateful to have them because they're such good people, and I love working with them. So just to be able to give them opportunities and make them and their families happy is always a plus for me.
That's awesome. What would you say is your favorite tool?
I would say my favorite tool is my cell phone, because you can do that's like a necessity almost. For sure. Even if you're not just always on social media, you have access to social media, to everything. And I was told one time, you have a $2,000 phone, because a lot of us have these iPhones, and they do so much that we don't even realize. For sure. And you can just network, have your social media platforms, any platform. So I would say that's a favorite tool for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you struggle to find like work clothes or PPE that fits right? I mean, do you have to you don't wear a hard hat or anything, do you?
Yes. When you're going on job sites, we have to be in the proper PPE. Right. I would say sometimes when I am on the job sites and when I have to do that, it's not really hard, because I would just go and I'll wear the guys' clothes. Yeah. Like I love like the Carhartt stuff for guys, and you just get it hemmed up and get it fixed to fit you. I think that's perfect. I actually like the men clothes. They fit me better than sometimes like the jeans and things of that nature, and the boots and stuff. So I wouldn't say it's that hard.
Nice. Good. Do you have any like skin or hair care tips? Like a lot of girls, they're in the dirt and the sweat and breaking out.
Yes. So my tip for skin would be to just skin and hand washing. I always wash my hands, and I always moisturize with coconut oil. Coconut oil is our best friend. Yeah. So just pick whatever skincare wash that you would want to use to cleanse your face, and just follow up with with some coconut oil. Yeah. And go from there. That's for the skin. I use coconut oil all the time, and then I have other skincare products that I use, like the Fenty Beauty product, the wash, and then the skincare for that, the hydrating lotion and things of that nature. What was the other?
Your hair.
Hair tips, because I have long, but it's thin.
Yeah.
I really don't have any. Just use a hydrating co-wash.
Oh, yeah.
To wash it and stay away from the flat irons.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of hard to do, but it can be damaging.
Right. So. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much only iron mine on the weekends because during the work week, it's up.
Yeah.
Did I already ask you what you thought you were gonna be when you were little?
No. Okay. When I was little, I actually always wanted to be a professional dancer, not like a stripper. Just because I love dancing. Like, I love ballet, and I love just hip-hop dancing and theater dancing. That's awesome. So I always thought that when I got older, I'm going to get me a scholarship. I'm going to do dancing. And then as I got older, I always said, that was when I was a little younger. Then once I start to grow up, it's like I was like, I'm definitely going to be a lawyer. Oh, yeah. And I still think about it to this day. I don't know if I should. Yeah. That's something that I should pursue, but I always think, like, I know I would have been a good lawyer. Yeah. When you look at certain situations and things, even within business and personal, right? It's like, it's still a thought in my head.
That's cool. Yeah. I think that'd be tough. It seems like a lot of school.
Yeah. Well, since I'm halfway there, so it would be kind of like a breeze.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. So, any big upcoming future plans in your business?
Well, I also, in addition to the dump truck business that I own, I also started a nonprofit to help mental health and substance abuse individuals that's struggling. So the big plan that I have for them is to open up a home to house, like a housing home for them to house them, because I actually have a brother who's suffering from mental health, and it's so hard. The resources is kind of like slim to none, or not many to choose from here in Nashville. So definitely open up housing for them and be able to house them and give them a place to stay, as well as give them resources to help get them better.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. That's definitely, I think it doesn't matter where you are, that's a struggle. I mean,
it is.
I've done too many interviews today, and I'm forgetting which questions I've done.
What did you do before this? Pros and cons, money comparison. Money comparison, I would say it was definitely a huge comparison. I feel like it's like, okay, well, me working at the hospital 12 hours, I still wasn't making that in a day or a week. And once I saw that, it's like, you can't go back to that.
Right. Yeah. So, is there anything you want to add, or any businesses you want to shout out?
Yes, I would like to shout out my own business, Balhart Trucking LLC. You can follow us on Instagram as well as LinkedIn under my name, Quenisha B, and Facebook, Balhart Trucking.
Okay, and we'll link all that in the description too, so it's easy to find. All right, anything else you want to add?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you for coming.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. All the links and products we mentioned today will be listed in the description. If you're a woman in a blue-collar industry and you're interested in being the focus of the next episode, or you're a small business that would like to sponsor an episode, reach out to us in the link below.